Hi and welcome to C.I.Ponies. I'm sorry for being gone so long, but I lost passion for making videos. I hope you like my new name, which according to my name is Charlotte, and I hope you like my new sign. And today I will show you how to do a cross stitch on a pony. Yay! Hi all. Today I will show you how I do a cross stitch embroidery on a pony, and this is a custom that was ordered to go along with this one, and we are doing it on a baby today. Over here I have my daughter's phone with the pattern on, and here I have the different kinds of color thread that I need to do it. I have 3 colors of green and 4 colors of red. I'm going to do a rose on the baby. I will be needing a scissor. I have my bird one. I will sometimes need a tweezer, sharp pointy one. And already here I was be careful, you can stab yourself on it and you can cut yourself with the knife and all kinds of stuff, so be careful if you do this. Then I will need it's actually a rerouting tool, but it's homemade. It's an old X-Acto knife handle and a needle cut at an angle, so you get this like prongs, I believe it's called in English, and you need another needle, and this is actually a rerouting tool, so I just switch it around. But you need a needle to make new holes in the body for doing the cross stitch. This is going to be a bit different video because it's hard for me to do a voiceover on top of the video, so I will be doing this kind of live on the video. So if I mumble or stumble upon words, I will be sorry in advance, and I hope you will all learn from this. So I need to make new holes, not new, but I need to make holes in the body so I can be able to do the cross stitch. I have my pattern over here on the phone, and I need to figure out where to start on the body. I need to figure out where exactly I want to do it, how far out, and all those kinds of things, and it could be a bit intimidating to do it, but I think we will make it here, and then I just, stab a hole. I'm not sure if I can even get the camera. Yeah, maybe you can get a glimpse of it right there. If you are brave, you can do like all the holes for the pattern, or you could just like make holes. I personally prefer it to only have the holes that is needed to like the exact pattern and not additional holes. But I mean, you can do it like you want to do it. I prefer to just make some of them and do it as I go along. You need to decide how big you want it, or small. You don't want it to be too small because you can end up with the plastic splitting. Like in between the holes, you can end up with it. Oh, and I made it pretty wonky, so I'm going to redo my holes here. This is the hard part, like you want it to start and you want it to be like, want it to have like a good, nice, pretty straight forward, and it could be tricky. And maybe I should take off the blitz. Well, no, that's definitely too dark. Putting it back on. So I can't work on my office or in my office because my husband is working in there, and we would hear all his meetings and sounds. So, but now I made some holes, and I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, maybe you can. Maybe. Yeah. I know it's going to be the darkest color that I start with, so I'm going to take the thread. And I will say I'm sorry if my English is bad and I stumble. I'm nervous and it's been a long time since I spoke English. I was always taught to do it with, like in this yarn embroidery thread that I buy, there are, oh, I can't find the end, that's so typical. There are 6 additional small threads inside this one big one, and I was always taught to use 2 strands of it. So I have here a piece, and now we are actually going to do like if we were rerouting the pony. And I'm really sorry for this not being superb video, but I really don't know how else to do it. And I'm trying, I can't do it while looking at the camera, so I kind of have to look around the camera. But I kind of try to catch the thread here between the 2 prongs, and then I need to find the hole that I made, and you just stab it in there. And then, sorry for the noise, we are going to make a cut. And then going to catch it again, and we're going to find the hole that I made there, and poof. And now we have half a stitch. And then I'm going to take the thread again, and then I'm going to find the other hole, which is there, and stab, and poof. And then we're going to make another cut. And try and catch the thread and find the hole that is there, and just stab it in there, and poof. Now we have a cross stitch. And basically we're just going to do this many times, and then we will have a cross stitch. I will now turn off the camera and I will make some more of it, and I will be back to show you guys more of it. So now I have made a few stitches here. And I also made a few more holes. It's so difficult to capture them, but maybe you could see them there. And I have my thread here. I like to have it between my two fingers and kind of slide it. Sorry, I need to remove the scissors so it doesn't is being so noisy. But I like to have it between my fingers and the long end down there. And then I can like kind of just put the needle down and like slide the thread through so it's not so long, and stick it in the hole and poof. Then we're going to make a little snip, and then we're going to find the hole there. And, oh, and see, sometimes this happens, and this is where the tweezers is handy, because you can retrieve the thread. Sometimes you can, sometimes it's not. It happens, I think it happens when I make the cut a little too short, so it like kind of drags. Yeah, you see, this just doesn't work, so I just take it out using the tweezers and redo it. And yeah, that just happens. And a little cut. And capture it. And find a hole and poof. And now, according to my pattern, I need to have 2 stitches right beside each other. So I'm going to do this. And just so you know, you can get extremely sore by holding this. Like I need a lot of strength, so my muscle here in my thumb is getting sore from it. And the fingers too, from pointing out a lot. Just so you all know that it can be uncomfortable, but I think it's very much worth it. And I have a hole right there. Oop, dropped it. I'm really sorry for this video not being like superb quality, and my mumbling, and you can hear me breathe, and yeah, but I found it was too difficult to try and do the video and then make a voiceover. It was just too difficult for me to make it seem effortless. Sorry. No, not effortless, but it was just not good. Like, it was hard to get to say what I need to say in the amount of time that I gave myself on the video when I showed off the different things. And yeah, it was just, I couldn't plan it out that well, apparently. So I thought this was the best way for me to show how I do it, because there's been a lot of interest whenever I showed off these ponies, like how did I do it, and a lot of people have asked, and I was kind of like, I don't really wanted to tell because, well, of course I would love for other people to do it, but I was like, I kind of want to have this little thing for myself, just for a moment, like my own little secret. And a lot of people thought that I somehow was using a needle and was going like in and out of the pony, like the normal way you would do a cross stitch or do embroidery. I can't really do any other type of embroidery, so what would I know? But a lot of people thought that I did it like in and out, and they were so curious on how I did it and what type of needle perhaps that I was using. And so yeah, I'm sorry to everybody that thought I was doing it like a regular embroidery thing. I'm sorry to disappoint you that it's not in and out, but I hope that this way of doing it might be interesting, and I hope that you can learn from this so that you can do it yourself. And I hope that you we have a saying in Danish, like you get the blood on your tooth. It sounds creepy and terrifying, but it's just like meaning that I hope that you want to try it, like you get the urge to try it, and you are not afraid of trying it, and see if it could be something for you. One thing that I've learned is not making the stitches too small, because you can have the plastic rip. And also, even if the pattern seems small, it really needs to be a small pattern, because, well, the pony is small. Of course, it's a bit easier on a grown-up because you have more room than on a baby. But yeah, you need to be aware of that. So if you're interested in how it looks from the inside, then you can kind of see it here, I hope. Like it has all these ends stuck in there. And here we have made all this, except this little one. But we have made this part of the pattern already. So now I'm going to do a kind of big chunk of it, and then I will be back to show some progress. So here's a little update so far, how much I have done. As of right now, there's only 2 colors on here of the red one. There's supposed to be 4. I'm saving, well, here is going to be 1 color, and that color and the lightest one are going to be here in the middle. I choose to do it this way so I can get the darkest colors first, so they don't potentially stain the lighter ones. If you can hear some noises in the background, it's my dog running around. He wants to be part of this pony video, apparently. So, but also I like to get the outlines done before I fill in. It's just my personal way of doing it, so that is why I take the darkest color, which is usually around, or at least it was in this particular pattern. And one thing to note is to be careful when you make this. As you can see, my stitches here are pretty small, and up here they will get bigger, and as you can see, it like got some kind of like a little curve to it, so it's hard to get it to be completely straight and even like on a piece of fabric, because, well, it's plastic and it's curvy, it's pony. So from my opinion and from what I've learned is to take it in small steps. I got the problem here where I somehow kind of messed up, got it too close together or missed a stitch or something, and this turns out, well, wonky and not particularly overly neat, but I think once I've done with all the other colors it won't look that bad. It's the same on every other pony I've made so far, that I kind of forget it or get them too close or whatever. So yeah, take it as a learning step and try to do it evenly if you can, and just take it slow. And so far it looks like this inside. Very hairy inside. So yeah. And here you can get a little glimpse of the mummy to be. I have promised the lady who is going to purchase these two ponies that I will paint the eyes. She will do the reroot and tail herself. This was just a try to see how it looked with yarn, and I think it looks absolutely stunning. And she has purchased them like this, with just one part of the hair done to look at, and that's okay. I mean, if that's how she wants the pony to be, that is how I make the pony. I would have loved to give them hair too, but I can't wait to see what hair she is going to give them. So now I will finish up the rosebud here, and then I will start on some stem and a leaf, and I will show you guys more once I've done some more. So I am officially done with the, is it called rosebud, or the flower part of the pony. I messed up somewhere here and lost a stitch, but I think it turned out pretty nice. I don't think you really can see it unless you like do it really close up, then perhaps you can see it. I'm going to make some leaves down here and some stem going down the leg. And I will try to make something with a leaf over here that somehow is going, I'm not quite sure yet. I will have to look into what I can do about it, but I'm definitely going to make some leaves here. I don't know what they are called, and a stem going down here. I'm not going to show you how I do it on camera because I'm pretty sure you already know it by now, but I will keep you updated on the progress. So here is the finished cross stitch, the finished custom. I will apologize for the new scenery and the change of light, but I am in my work space right now and the lighting is not great. But here you can see I have finished up the stitching. I have added the leaves and a stem. Yeah, and this is how it's going to be finished. I will paint her some eyes, but I will not be giving her hair and tail since her new owner is going to do that. But instead I wanted to show you some of the other cross stitch ponies that I have done. So you can see here a big variety of cross stitches. These two have not gotten their hair yet, but they are a mushroom in a bottle themed, and they are made out of high quality G1 fakies by Andrew. So you can see they are not real or like legit Hasbro ponies, but they are made of the new mold of them. But this is one way of doing a cross stitch. I even did a little one here on the little glitter spike. So they are definitely a family group. And then we have this big nice group over here with my red cardinal. There is a daddy pony with a big red cardinal that I stitched on, and he has hair and tail out of this corresponding thread from this cross stitch, and you can see it's overlapping his neck and neck. Sorry, I forgot the right word. And there is, of course, a little mummy, also with the long, beautiful hair, and she has this beautiful stitch that is actually going all the way around here and all the way down her leg. And they have this newborn with a little... I know cardinals are black when they are born or hatched, not red, but yeah. I saw this tiny little cross stitch, oops, and I wanted to do it, so that's why it's red. And I also got this HQ G1 kitty, and she got a little cross stitch too. The beads are a bit too big, and yeah, it looks a little silly, but I like it anyways. And I just stabbed some thread in there to give her cute little hair, bangs, or what you want to call it. So this is also what you can do with the cross stitchings on ponies. So I hope you all enjoyed this video slash tutorial on how to do it, and I can't wait to see what you all make for yourself. And can you all have a nice day or evening, and I hopefully see you in another video. Bye.